Alrighty. What's up, motherfuckers and scumbags and pieces of shit? Peter Gilmore here for another video, my second video of the day. I believe my second. I forgot. But it is what. Yeah, my second video of the day. Because I forgot I did one earlier. So it's late, so I forget sometimes. But alright. My second video of the day, right here, on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels as well, down below in the description box. And as always, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright. Alright. We are live here on YouTube Live. Thank you all for coming in. We got Nick in the chat. I saw the comment. But, you know, you can see it. And then I have to play around with my phone. So, to get the comments. So we got that. So it sucks because, you know, I'm using my phone and I put it next to my computer, so it's like on a stand, so I can go this way, so I don't have to go like this. But, so it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Tuesday night, December the 7th, 2021, or if you're now watching from somewhere else, it's 9 minutes after midnight. It is now December the 8th, 2021, so we're just about 2 weeks till the greatest day in the world, which would be Christmas Eve and Christmas, and you know whose birthday, and Jesus, and let me cue my steer. Ace of Spades got a wood in my face. No, those guys as well. Got a couple birthdays. Actually got a birthday on Friday. Not gonna say who. Somebody important. And that's it. And then 2 weeks after that, your boy turned 45. And then got Christmas, and then we got New Year's, all that good shit. And my good buddies Chris Howarth and Maria Brink, their birthdays are next week. Actually, Chris Howarth's birthday is next Wednesday. So, winter is coming, and it'll be Chris Howarth's birthday. That's a good thing. And then, in 10 days from now, the 18th will be Maria Brink's birthday. And she'll be 44 years old, and I'll be, well, I don't want to say her age, but it is what it is. But she'll be another year older, and I'll be right ahead of her. So I'm like a year, about a year older than Maria Brink, but it is what it is. It's good to have people around the same age as you, and they kick ass. Rockers, my friends, rockers. But I digress. Alright. So on this late Tuesday night, it is time for your late night NXT 2.0 review for December the 7th, 2021, from Nickelodeon Studios at the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. Alright. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. And hope you had a great day. Kind of cold here in the Northeast. Might get a little bit of snow tomorrow. Not too much. They say maybe about a coating to, at most, an inch or maybe 2 inches at most. So basically a nothing storm. Thank the Lord. Because I ain't shoving no 20 inches of snow. But it is what it is. So we got that. And that's it. Hope you had a great day. And if not, well, too goddamn bad. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, let's get into this review. We're not gonna waste too much time here, because I got other things to do. People to do. And, that's it. Alright, so let's get into the review for tonight. Tonight was the aftermath of War Games from this past Sunday night, which wasn't that great. The men's match was awesome. The women's match, nah. And then everything else was okay-ish. Well, not a great War Games like we all know and love the last 4 years. But not the Undisputed Era. It is what it is. And tonight was the so-called go home for Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly. Auto parts. So we got that. And we'll see what happens with that. Not the greatest ending, but you'll see why. Alright, so we start off with a recap of War Games. So everything that happened at War Games, all the crazy spots in the cage and all that stuff. Duke Hudson getting his head shaved bald by Cameron Grimes. And all that good stuff, everything else that happened there. So we got that. So then we start off with our first match of the night. We have the cage for the third time in the span of 3 days. So we have the cage brought down. And we start off with Von Wagner. Not Von Kaiser, but Von Wagner. Takes on Kyle O'Reilly in the cage. And as always, you have to win by some pinfall, submission, or escape the cage. Obviously. Alright, this comes after what Wagner did Sunday night at War Games. He tried to attack Kyle. Kyle got out of it, beat the crap out of Von Wagner, then did the Undisputed Era sign. And then Kyle did an interview later in the show saying he wants to meet Von Wagner in the cage. And that's that. Alright, so Kyle jumps him in the aisleway right at the start of the match. Wagner is in trouble in the corner early. Running boot in the corner rocks Wagner again. So Kyle starts working on the arm. Then some forearm shots to the back of the head. Keep Wagner down. Then some running knees. Continues to keep him down. To get back up. Wagner knocks Kyle silly with a single, with like one shot. So Kyle's down. So Wagner stomps away at him against the cage. But Kyle grabs the leg for a knee bar. Since that didn't work, Wagner then comes back with a running headbutt to the ribs for a near fall. That's interesting. Then we get a waist lock. The fans are getting behind Kyle because they know it's his last night in NXT. He starts hooking up, brother. And fights his way up with some kicks. Then a clothesline takes him right down. And then we get a powerbomb against the cage. Ouch. And then a DDT. Then we get a DDT as we go to commercial break. We come back with Kyle kicking away, hitting some running strikes, which sends Wagner into the cage. Then he locks in a guillotine choke, which has broken up with just pure power by the big man. Then he fights to the top. O'Reilly sends him into the cage to knock him off the cage. Then we get a big top rope knee for a near fall on Wagner. Wagner gets back up and he hits Kyle in the nuts. Then he hits the double underhook swinging slam. 1, 2, 3. Von Wagner gets the win in a little over 14 minutes. Nothing great. So I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. So, adios, Kyle. We'll see you next week at Winter is Coming. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, so, get that. After the match, Wagner gets out of the cage and ties, before he gets out of the cage, he ties Kyle in the tree of, whoa! And, Kyle's face is facing the door, so Wagner goes out, takes the door, bam! 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 3 times in the face. And that's it for Kyle. Adios, Kyle. You got a concussion and you can go visit your good buddies Adam Cole, baby, and Bobby Fish in AEW next week on the program. Because you know that's where he's headed. It'll make no sense for them to re-sign him. For what? so he can get revenge, maybe. But I would think, as soon as like Friday hits, Tony Khan's gonna be on the phone. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, Kyle. Why don't you meet my friend Adam Cole here? How much money you need? Then he hangs up. That's it. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens with Kyle next. We'll see what happens with Kyle if he shows up next Wednesday night at Winter Is Coming 2. We'll see. Or he just takes the year off, but never know. All right. After that, we get Johnny Gargano's post-War Games promo where he promised to tell us all about his future. So we're going to get that at the end of tonight's show. Excuse me. All right, after that, we go to Joe Gacy. Cuts a little promo. He's working to change the name of a show that promotes exclusivity. Said that 5 times fast. But for now, though, he's ready for Harlan to debut next week. And he's going to show what he can do, and he's going to change the entire landscape of NXT. But we'll see what happens with that. So, Parker Bordeaux debuts next week. Gets some jobber that nobody cares about. It'll probably be a 2-minute suckfest. And that's it. There you go. It is what it is. Alright, chat room is open if you guys want to chime in. If you feel like it. It's early, 12:19. I'm not gonna go too long, but probably gonna go through this and then we're done in at least, I would say, the next hour or so. But we'll see. See what happens with that on this late Tuesday night. I hope you have a great Wednesday as well. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Alright, so we see Harlan next week. And I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go back into the Capitol Wrestling Center with another segment. We get the music of Braun Breaker. I'm Big Papa Pump's nephew. Ha! Big Papa Dump. But it is what it is. So he comes out, has a little thing on his eye, selling the injuries and the battle that him and Team 2.0 went through with Team Black and Gold. So that's what he's out here to talk about. He says Black and Gold is tough as nails, but he pinned the NXT champion, the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa. So in his book, he beat Ciampa beat him at Halloween Havoc. He beat him at Braun beat Ciampa at War Games. They're at 1-1. So he puts out the challenge for a third match for the NXT title, which will probably be happening at the next event, New Year's Evil 2. Come on, January the 4th. But we'll see what happens with that. Then the Diamond Mine come out. Malcolm Bivens, and the Creed Brothers, and Ivy Nile. No Roddy for some odd reason. Malcolm Bivens calls him LeBron Breaker. Nice pun there, Malcolm. Stokely. Nice little pun there, Stokely Hathaway. Yeah, you piece of crap. But anyway, so Bivens talks about how the team was successful at War Games. And it kind of cheated against Joe Gacy, but it is what it is. Now the weight limit is gone for Roddy's title. Which means he can face anybody he wants, the top talent, including you, Mr. Breaker. So Breaker's like, yeah, let's do it right now. Where are you, Roddy? Come on, fight me now. So, but Bivens like, nah, not on your time, sir. We're gonna wait for next week. Non-title match, of course. So, we got that. So, Breaker's like, okay. I accept your challenge. Basically because, it's like, I'll accept your challenge. If I have to go through everybody on the roster to get the Ciampa again, I'll do it. And that's it. So it's gonna elevate both men, I think, next week. But I think Braun's gonna destroy him. So sucks to be you, Roddy. Hey, you wanna leave and you wanna join Kyle? I think you might. Probably by next year, but we'll see. I'm telling you, I think the Undisputed Era is, all of them are gonna be in AEW by next year. Kyle's going. Pretty soon, Roddy might be jumping ship. Imagine that faction. Ooh, that would be an interesting faction. Because you have to kick out Adam somehow, again. So then Adam can have the Undisputed Era, or whatever they would be called in AEW, fighting the Elite. You have the Bucks and Kenny, and then I don't know who. You know, gonna have a 4-on-4, you know, when you have a 4-on-3, really. Unless Kevin Steen comes into the picture, then maybe Kevin Steen joins the Elite. So you don't really have a Mount Rushmore type thing, but... Or maybe, can't even do that either. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on. So, next week on the program... Non-title match, Bron Breakker and Roderick Strong with the Diamond Mine in his corner. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, not too shabby. Alright, after that, we get to match number 2 on the card. We got the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, taking on the man that cooked better steaks than Titus O'Neil. That's Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs. I want to go to their barbecue. But it is what it is. We got the grizzled young veterans on commentary. With Vic Joseph and our good friend, Nick knows who he is. Say it with me now. Say it with me, Nick. Bad news! Wade Barrett, I'm afraid I got some bad news for all of you. That's it. That's it. No Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix is gone. See you later. Go make me a sandwich. And tell Edge to go fuck himself. No, just kidding. Edge is a legend, but it is what it is. I wish he went back to his his Rob Zombie theme. I mean, nothing against Alter Bridge. But I think, Never Gonna Stop is way better than Metalingus. Way better. I'm just saying. Alright. Anyway, so we have the Grizzled Young Veterans on commentary with Wade Barrett and Vic Joseph. So, the belt ready to go. Let's fight. Let's go. Little less talk and a lot more action here on BCO. No, that's something my ex said. But anyway, before the match, Imperium, they come out on the balcony just to observe the tag team champions as they retained against Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner. So see who their next challenger might be. Might be one of those two teams. And MSK. Can't forget them and Legato. So we'll see. It's like a merry-go-round with that title. But anyway, so they come out to observe. Then it starts with Jensen taking Julius down, chops away at him in the corner, setting up an elbow to the back for a near fall. And then Briggs comes in, gets an elbow of his own, and then Brutus comes in a hurry. He's like, "Hey, you're pray with my brother." And I release side slam, puts him down right away. Then a double right hand drops Brutus. But he sends Jensen into the corner, starts taking over on Jensen. Jensen gets tossed outside. And the referee is all distracted, so we get a good old kick shot by one of the members of Diamond Mine. Probably Ivy Nile. But it's that. Like, then we see the Grizzled Young Veterans steal the tag rope. I mean, why not? They're doing an Eddie Guerrero-like gimmick. I like that. Keep the steal, they say. Dominique, are you puppy? We got to steal. Hey. Orale, Dominic, we go to the bank, we're gonna rob a bunch of money, and then we're gonna go to the taco stand and go to Mexico, orale, we need our last, okay. Now I'm gonna get all the Eddie Guerrero hate now. I'm like, what are you doing? You're offending Mexicans! Shut up, you're Mexican too. Alright, I'll shut up. Okay, Rose is about to beat my ass because she's part Mexican, but it is what it is. And that's not gonna open my shirt. Oh, my jacket here is a little hot. Well, where I am right now because I'm near the heater, so I'm cold in my house. And that's it. So the Grizzly Young Veterans steal the tag rope. Then we get back in. Julius grabs a stretch muffler on Jensen, who gets out of it. But can't make the tag because there's no tag rope. So Briggs can't come in, which really lasts 2 seconds. Jensen grabs a roll up. 1, 2, 3. So they get the win on the Creed brothers. So yeah, I didn't really like that crappy finish. It looked like shit. But it is what it is, and Brooks and Jensen and Briggs get the win. Not that it matters. I don't care. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, gotta take a drink break. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, we drink Pepsi here, and when you drink Pepsi, you get your dick sucked, and then you can go give the girls a nice good time, if you know what I mean. In the ass. Make it go, oh shit, oh shit. Real men drink Pepsi, ladies and gentlemen. Real men. Real men that have big cocks. Just saying. But anyway. Alright, so after that, we go to the back where we have Mackenzie Mitchell in the back. She interviews Von Wagner. And basically, why did you do what you did to Kyle? So Wagner says he doesn't care about him because his War Games is just beginning. So he goes to leave, and then we see Robert Stone, come in. Yeah, we haven't seen that guy in a while. Maybe he was in catering, I don't know. But yeah, so we get a Robbie E sign. We haven't seen him. I don't think we saw Robbie E since Halloween Havoc, which was about a month ago. When he got put through the table by I think it was Zion Quinn. Because he was being a moron. What else is new? That guy is a moron. But I digress. So I gave that interview 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see Zion Quinn. Speaking of Zion Quinn, we see him getting ready for his match with Santos Escobar of the Galde Fantasma. He will have Elektra Lopez, the muy caliente Elektra Lopez at ringside. And you know the tension is building between Zion Quinn and Elektra Lopez. You know they want to just go at it, just rip each other's clothes off, just go to town, man. Like what me and Rosa do every single night. But I digress. So we'll see what happens with that in just a little bit. Alright, we're at 24 minutes. Damn, this review might be actually short. But it is what it is. YouTube Live, not StreamYard. Because I don't have much time on StreamYard. And I can't highlight the comments. I know I have comments. I can see them when it comes up. But I can't, hit it on StreamYard and you can see it live, when I hit it, when I showcase it and everything. But if you're on the live YouTube feed, then you can see it in the chat. So, it is what it is. Alright, after that, we go to the ring with Duke Hudson with a blonde wig. Kind of reminds me of Vince McMahon when he got his head shaved bald at WrestleMania 23. He came out with a do-rag and then he somehow won the ECW title. Remember that? When Vince was bald and he was the ECW champion? That was garbage. It was funny, but it was garbage. I was like, Vince is turning black? Well, he did say the N-word to John Cena at one pay-per-view. And then Booker T's like, Tell me he did not just say that. And Sean was like, what is? So Duke Hudson comes out and talks about how everyone was wrong about his haircut because he took care of things and now he has a full head of hair. Would he go to the hair club for men and got got a spray tan or something like that? Get a toupee? I don't know. Blah blah blah. So fans are booing, and then out comes our good friend and yours and mine, Cameron Grimes to the moon. Yeah, Cameron comes out. So Hudson puts on some protective headgear, like he's a collegiate wrestler, or he's trying to be like Rick Steiner. You know, maybe Big Papa Pump will come out or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so he puts that crap on, and Hudson accuses Cameron of cheating by pulling the trunks. Grimes then talks about how they do things a little bit different from where he's from in North Carolina. So they're gonna have one more match, and this time it's gonna be no holds barred. So they agree to that. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I would think maybe at the Day 1 pay-per-view. Not Day 1, sorry. New Year's Evil. Let's see what happens with that. So Hudson's like, I'm in. And then Cameron goes for the cave-in, and Duke Hudson gets out of Dodge. And that's it. So, the trilogy, well, not the trilogy, the second match in this little thing will happen. Don't even count that stupid poker match. That wasn't a match. They didn't wrestle or anything. So, we get the second match in this little feud. Duke Hudson against Cameron Grimes in a no-holds-barred match. I think Hudson will get revenge. I just do, and then I'll have a third match, probably in a cage. Or something like that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then we go to your Please Change the Channel segment of the night. We have Jacket Time! Ooh, almost ripped my jacket. Almost ripped my hoodie. Now, I did rip my other hoodie on Saturday, but this hoodie, I almost like I ripped it right open. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But we got Jacket Time. Ikemen Jiro and Kushida. They're in the back somewhere, and they talk to Jensen and Briggs about stuff. Then the grizzled young veterans come in. They say Briggs and Jensen only won because they helped them because of the tag rope and stuff like that. But then Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro walk by with their fine asses. And it's like, hey, I got 2 tickets left. Who wants to come? Not like that come, but it is what it is. So Jensen and Briggs like, bye, we're out of here. So they leave. And then the Grizzled Young Veterans and Jacket Time talk, and then they're talking. Then they start fighting. Referees have to break it up, and then we see Karen Q, otherwise known as Mei Ying. Yeah, that's who it is. I didn't even know. I knew it was Karen Q. I was like, wait a minute, that is Mei Ying, right? Without the makeup. I was like, yeah, okay. So Mei Ying, Karen Q, whatever you want to call it, she pops up from under the bar, or a fountain drink. Where she pops up out from underneath the bar, and she has a pillow and a fountain drink in her hand. Was it one of these? No, I don't think it was one of those. But yeah, what is the point of that? Can somebody tell me what in the hell they're gonna do with Mei Ying? I mean, I know she channeled her essence, if you will, into Boa. And Boa's basically not doing shit. Just comes out looking like a kabuki warrior. The face paint, doing all the karate moves. I'm like, get this guy out of here. So, what are they gonna do with her? She's just gonna pop up in a segment, half asleep, or oh, I'm on Twitter. I'm drinking a soda. What is the point of this? It's just weird. I mean, Nick, what is the point of all this? I mean, really? What is this?
Excuse me, is this basic? Now, why would we use something so primitive as that?
She touched me. Enough Golden Boy for the night. But it is what it is. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go outside the Capitol Wrestling Center. We see Grayson Waller trying to hit on a lovely lady. It's like, hey, did you see what happened at War Games? I won. And it's like, oh, look at this, look at this. You know, trying to get with her, trying to get her digits and shit. But she turns him down. She's like, I'm already going out. And Grayson's like, well, with who? Then she starts going, leaving him. And then we see Eli Drake. And that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. So he's by his nice looking car. The woman gets in and blah blah blah. Like Eli says, oh, better luck next time with your dick or whatever. Says some shit. Gets in his car. They get out of there. And Waller's like, fucking shit. Somebody got cock blocked. Good job, Eli. Good job. So that's it. So Eli took Grayson Waller's chick and cock blocked them at the same time. And that's it. So that ever-growing feud continues on, I guess. But we'll see what happens with that next week. Alright, so I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, after that, we go back to the ring. We go inside the Capitol Wrestling Center this time with our next match. Non-title match. Carmelo Hayes with his good buddy Trick Williams by his side. He takes on that creepy bastard. The man that, his hand's better. He came back and returned at War Games and helped Johnny Gargano out a little bit. That man is Mr. Indy Loomis, Dexter Loomis.
Oh, Dexy's my sexy Dexty.
Oh, God. Anyway, non-title match. Not a bad match, but it is what it is. So Loomis takes Hayes with his bad ribs that he suffered at at War Games, sends him into the corner, fires off some knees into those bad ribs. Then we get a slam back on the ribs again. Trick Williams offers a distraction, which allowed Hayes to, he's trying to do something, but Dexter's like, punched him right in the face with the broken hand. He was supposed to be out a month, but he was like out, 3 weeks? Almost a month? Not too long, but it is what it is. So sends Carmelo to the floor. To go back in, Carmelo hits a springboard clothesline before working on that bad hand, which doesn't work as Loomis goes right after Trick Williams, which allows Carmelo to kick him right in the face to come back. As we go to break, we come back. Carmelo is still working on the hand. Dexter is trying to sell it as best he could. Then we get a 1905 chin lock for a while. But Hayes spends too much time talking. He's like, I'm the man, I'm the North American champion, I don't miss, shit like that. Which allowed Dexter to hit reverse a suplex attempt into one of his own. Then he hits a clothesline. Then he sets up for the silencer, but then Trick Williams comes in and hits Dexter for the disqualification. A little under 13 minutes. So that sucks. So Dexter wins by disqualification, and that's pretty much it for that. And I thought there was gonna be like a beatdown on Dexter, and then something like maybe Indy Hartwell comes out to save her husband, but that didn't happen. So they just broke it up and then they left. So maybe a rematch coming up between Dexter and Carmelo, maybe for the North American title. Not that Dexter's gonna win it, but we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's pretty much it. Alright. Then we get to the segment. I'm like, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was this guy. So we have the ever-going storyline of MSK trying to find the shaman. So they, as we left off last week, they open the door. We see a silhouette of a guy, but we can't see him. And they're saying, "Oh, the shaman is gonna debut next week." Blah 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 blah. So we go back to this, and then we see the guy. He comes into the picture, and it is, bro. Yeah, Matt fucking Riddle. So, kind of makes sense because, all of them smoked that weed. Wasn't Trey Miguel. Wasn't RVD. Wasn't even Brian Kendrick. But, logical choice was Matt Riddle. Which and really catch me by surprise. I was like, it probably was going to be him anyway. He's a weed head. But it is what it is. So, they sit down in front of some candles. Like a seance or something like that. They start talking about their history, including how fast they had success. Riddle then talks about the Broserweights. Still paying tribute to Pete fucking Dunne. They were champions for a while. Way back when, like a year or two ago. So, I can't forget my bro. So do that. So Riddle is willing to be there with them on their way back to the tag team belts. But now it's time to open the bag. And inside is... Well, we won't know. They end the segment, and that's it. But I would think you know what's in the bag. And no, it's not a spider, like freaking Eric Rowan, or anything like that. I think there's weed in there. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious. What else could it be? Chewing tobacco? Big League Chew? Remember that shit back in the 80s? Some type of gum? Like Bazooka Joe gum? Still costs 5 cents? I don't know what's in the bag. I guess we're gonna find out next week. But yeah, Matt Riddle with MSK. That's a head scratcher. But it makes sense because Riddle is a weed head. It's a pothead. I was thinking maybe they bring RVD in for a little bit, but I think RVD's too busy fucking his wife Katie Forbes in the ass, and she got a big ass. Fake titties, but I mean, RVD's having a time of his life banging that chick. Good lord. He follows me on Twitter, by the way, too. I mean, why not? I give her some dick. I'll just like sit down. I was like, let's go. I'm done. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So let's see what happens with Riddle and MSK next week, and rolling on into 2022. All right. After that, we got Toxic Attraction. All 3 of them. JC Jane, Gigi Dolan, and the beautiful Mandy Rose. They talk about how they're ready to deal with things on their own, like real women. And they say, stop drooling. So that's it. So they're gonna handle things like real women do. We're gonna beat some people up. But we have to drool because they're fucking hot. I mean, come on now. I'd bang all 3 at the same time. That's just me. That's just me. I'm a sexy guy. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And speaking of more women, we go to it looked like the trainer's room or some type of room where we see Persia Parada and Indy Hartwell there. Persia is glad that Indy can have her mind back on the team now that Dexter came back. So Indy says, I'm committed to the team. I'm committed. I don't have to worry about Dexter and everything. I'm gonna fight. But then in comes Dexter, who picks up Indy in his arms. And Indy's like, oh, I'm gonna have sex with this guy now. I'm gonna suck his dick really good. So, blah, blah, blah. Hartwell jumps into his arms. And then Johnny Gargano comes in. And they have a big group hug. Aww, the family's back together. For now. So, one final time for the familia. The way, if you want to call them that, the way returns for just one night. And that's that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to go to another match. So we have Toxic Attraction, the women's tag team champions, Gigi Dolan and, Jacy Jayne, taking on Yulisa Leon and Valentina Feroz. Say that 5 times fast. Yeah, basically same women that we saw last week with Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter. Just enhancement talents from the Performance Center. Or 205 Live, whatever you want, because they're on there too. Just to do nothing. Nobody watches anyway. But anyway, I think you knew what was going to happen here. Dolan beats on Leon to start. Then a kick shot from the apron. It just makes it even worse for them. But the jobbers came in after a chinlock was countered into a running Samoan drop, which rocks Jacy Jayne. Then the hot tag brings in Valentina Feroz for a pinfall for a near fall off a high cross body. Then she's like starts shouting like, "Oh, look at me! I'm great! I'm great! I'm awesome! Hey, she's not awesome!" Mike, calm down. Calm down, Mike. Calm down. Not yet. Not yet. It's not sexy time. Well, it is sexy time, but it's not your time. But it's always my time. I'm awesome. Your show gets better ratings when I'm here. Mike, not now, okay? Hi, Nick. How you doing? It is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. Give me a second here. Hold on. Gotta shut the heater off because I'm boiling right now. Whew. I know. I mean, I'm hot, but the heater's right next to me because my house is cooling down. But it is what it is. My house is a little bit cold, so I gotta put, and the heat's kind of like not working so much. So, yeah, had an argument with my pops. He has to come over and fix this goddamn boiler again for like the 8th year in a row. Because the idiots that put it in were dumbasses and they don't even know how to fucking do anything. And then we had an actual construction guy or plumber or heating guy come. It's a good, friends with the family and everything. He comes in, fixes everything. Everything's fixed, but every fucking winter around this time basically around this time or early January, something happens with the fucking heater. And I have to call my dad, and he gets mad. He's like, "Oh, I have to come here all the fucking time." I'm like, "Yeah, because we can't fix it. I can't fix it. Rosa can't fix it. I mean, I'm not gonna put a like a freaking like a match or one of those things you hit the button and like a lighter thing. I'm not gonna stick it in underneath the boiler, and then I have to play around with the pilot light, and then I try to light it, fucking fireball on my face. No. I know other people would love to see a fireball go on my face, but fuck you. But that's all I gotta say about that. So I'm hopefully gonna call the heating guy, and he can come over and just reconfigure that fucking thing. I don't know how it went off. I think it's been so windy most of the times. I think there's been a draft in this house. It's a drafty old house, like A Wonderful Life. But it is what it is. Oh, George Bailey, why do we have to live in this drafty old house, George Bailey? But it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. I'm not gonna say too much about that. So anyway, Feroz comes in with a high cross body, starts yelling and screaming. They get back up. Jacy Jayne kicks Feroz right in the face. 1, 2, 3. And Toxic Attraction gets the win just like that. And that's it. Almost a 4-minute match. But the champs, they win again. And they gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, afterwards, Gigi and Jacy Jayne throw out the challenge to anyone. So Cora Jade comes out with her arm in a sling, even after EO popped it back in. Oof, That was a scary spot last night. Thank you for free view. So she comes out with an arm in a sling, talks about pinning Mandy a few weeks back. She wants another, I guess, a title shot. She wants another shot at her. But Toxic Attraction has the numbers advantage, 2-on-1. But cue Raquel Gonzalez, who comes out to clear the ring with a chair. So maybe a tag team match. I doubt it, because I don't know how long Corey Jade's gonna be out with her messed up shoulder. Could be out a couple of weeks. Listen, I think she broke her shoulder or fractured her shoulder. It didn't look good. And I thought they were gonna stop the match and have Corey Jade like escorted out of the cage, but then that means Team Mandy wins by forfeit. So she fought through the match, and she was basically the star of the match. She gets the pin on Mandy, and no, was it on Mandy? No, I think it was on Jacy Jayne. I'm sorry. And that's it. And then we see that Io just pops it right back in because she it's Dr. Io. It is what it is. Io's so good at everything she does. She's just so good. She doesn't do that to me, If I broke my arm or something like that, she pops it right back in, Just as long as she doesn't break my cock, that'd be it. I don't need her to go grab my cock. Oh shit! Oh, then I can't give her the vitamins. Come on. So, gotta take it easy. Take it easy, man. Don't worry. I'll fuck you in the ass. That's all good and dandy, but come on, slow it down there, Io. But it is what it is. Alright, so we get that. Alright, after that, we get another Tiffany Stratton vignette. Basically, this one talks about her time on the United States gymnastics team. She says a gold medal is nice, but the women's title is much better. That's just great. We got a hot gymnast. That's not bad. 20-something-year-old Tiffany Stratton. Got nice legs. Nice. She looks damn hot, man. She looks hot as fuck, dude. But Nick, you wanna wrestle for it? No, not like that. But it is what it is. But yeah, Tiffany Stratton's coming to NXT pretty damn soon. Probably after the new year, I would think. But we get that. All right, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we go to the best segment of the night. Hey, it's Tony D'Angelo, hey, my cousin from Italy. Hey, my cousin, hey, Paisan. He gets you a pizza for $2. So, yeah. So, my cousin Tony D'Angelo is proud of getting Pete Dunne's mouthpiece at War Games. And then Andre Chase, for some odd reason, comes in, tells Tony that he should have followed his game plan. But Tony's like, hey, get out of here. Hey, I forgot about it. Hey, get out of here. You filthy animal, or whatever. I'll do something. So it's like, I don't want to hear it. And then challenge is made. Chase is cut off in mid-response. So I guess we're going to get Tony D'Angelo against Andre Chase next week in a meaningless match. Hey, but at least we see Tony D'Angelo next week, because it's Tony Tuesday. Yeah. On NXT. So after Tony has his match, we have a calamari. Yeah, we got the calamari. We got the Italian sausage, got the chevrolet, the gabagool. We got the pasta and the cheese. A pizza for $2. I know a guy, you got a guy, I got a guy, Not Vic DiBitetto, but, it is what it is. But that was good, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Because it's Tony D'Angelo, motherfuckers. The next world champ. Not anytime soon, but he will be world champion by next year. Hopefully. Alright. So we get that. Alright, after that, we see Raquel Gonzalez and Corey Jade. They're ready for Toxic Attraction. And then Kaylee Ray comes in and says, she brings a bat. He says, I got your back. So I'm thinking it might be Raquel Gonzalez and Kaylee Ray against Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jayne maybe next week. Because Corey Jane can't compete with her stupid shoulder injury. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So I don't know why Kaylee Ray thinks she's Sting, but okay. With the bat, just had to have the face paint. Should be the female version of Sting. The woman called Sting, but it is what it is. Alright, after that, we go back to the ring with our next match. Santos Escobar of Legado del Fantasma with the beautiful Elektra Lopez at his side. He takes on Zion Quinn. And this feud going on right now. It was an okay match. Starts out with Quinn choking Santos down, but then stops to look at Elektra Lopez. Their eyes meet. I was like, you can feel that they're gonna get it on. They're gonna get in the ring, and they just want to fucking rip each other's clothes off and fuck each other until the sun comes up. That's what me and Rosa do sometimes. But it is what it is. Can't rip my clothes on, but anyway, you get that. So the distraction lets Santos fight to his feet, but he charges into some elbows to the throat. And that's that. Quinn is then dropped face first on the top turnbuckle. Then more shots keep Escobar in trouble. Then something from they were doing a move on the apron gets broken up by the Legado del Fantasma, the other members, Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza. So Escobar gets in a cheap shot, but that doesn't work as Zion knocks him away as we go to break. And we come back with Zion having a fight off a neck crank, then an armbar with pure power. Zion sends him into the corner for a running shoulder. Escobar reverses, hits the running DDT, goes for the Phantom Driver, gets countered. Quinn powers him into the corner. Then he fight on top. Escobar hits a super hurricanrana as both men are knocked down. So while that's going on, while both men are trying to get up, Elektra Lopez slips in some brass knucks for Zion Quinn to use, but he throws in a Joaquin Wilde. So the distraction led Santos to hit the Phantom Driver. 1, 2, 3. Santos Escobar gets the win over Zion Quinn. And at a little over 10.5 minutes, match was alright. 2.25 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens with Elektra Lopez and Zion Quinn. I think she was giving the brass knucks to him to maybe knock Santos out, because I think she's gonna turn on him, so they can get it together and everything. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so I give it a 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on. Alright, after that, we see Diamond Mine running into Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Hayes wants Roddy, that's for a Cruiserweight title match, so Bivens issues the challenge. So Carmelo says Roddy isn't the A champion, and then he leaves, as Bivens is not happy. So that's interesting. So we'll see what happens with that. And I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we see Boa, who really, who cares about Boa, but he doesn't like Idris Enofe, who debuted last week. So they're gonna fight next week in a meaningless match nobody cares about. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Alright, then we get to the end of the night, the final segment of the night. Johnny Gargano's farewell to NXT. He comes out. He knows this is his last night there. He's looking very sad. He gets on the mic in the middle of the ring. Talks about how Heartbreak, meaning the Heartbreak, hey, Shawn Michaels, told him he could have it as long as he wants. And London Has Fallen is on next anyway. So, no Chucky. So that was kind of cool. And then Gargano's like, I was always a La Femme Nikita guy myself. Yeah, actually, that was a good show back then. Right after Raw, La Femme Nikita. That's it. So anyway, Johnny talks about how he has never had the best promos or skills, but the fans have always been there for him. Talks about 2015, he showed up at a tryout, which basically he came from PWG, and was told he would never be in NXT. Well, 6 years later he was. But it is what it is. He says William Regal saw something in him, and he got a dark match against Apollo Crews, or Ooh-ha Nation. Fans cheered him so hard that they kept bringing him back. Now he's here. The fans start chanting, Johnny Wrestling! Stuff like that. So Johnny talks about every single person in the back who has helped him, including listing off a bunch of coaches. Talks about Matt Bloom, Albert, Steve Carino, and Sarah D'Amato, Terry Taylor, guys in the back. Basically everybody else that you don't see. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, he says, he gets a little bit serious now. He says, change can be scary, but sometimes it needs to happen. He says he isn't sure what is next, but he's starting a new job as a dad in February, and says his son is going to watch this back one day, and thank you all. And I guess he was about to finish, and then Grayson Waller, that piece of fucking shit, comes in and ruins this fucking great fucking thing. He comes in with a chair, beats the living bejesus out of Johnny Gargano. I mean, nobody comes out to save this guy? I mean, oh yeah, you had a post-match freaking thing at War Games. He comes out and he gets beat up on his last day in the company? That's just great, Vince. Very good, you fucking idiot. Moron! Was this a setup that Johnny Gargano's gonna come back, after he has his kid, and then he'll get his revenge on Grayson Waller? Or it's just like, hey, Johnny, you're gonna go out there, you're gonna say your goodbyes, and then you're gonna get hit in the back of the head, you're gonna get hit in the back with a chair, proceed to get beat down, and then you can go. Who thought of this idea? Vince? Bruce? Sean? Who thought of this idea? It was stupid. So anyway, beatdown is on. Gargano gets sent to the barricade and the steps and everything. Then Grayson sets up a big-time powerbomb through the announcer's table. And that's it. Goodbye, Johnny. For now. But now it begs the question, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know you guys' thoughts on this. Do you think that Gargano's actually gonna leave? Like, he'll take some time off to take the rest of the year off, and then January, and then February comes, and Candice is about to pop that baby out, so he's got to be there for the birth of the baby, and then maybe be out an extra month or so with the birth of the baby, and take care of Candice, of course. And then Grayson Waller will just shoot up the ranks as a heel, and then Johnny comes back maybe by WrestleMania time and gets his revenge, or do we forget about this whole fucking shit? Johnny maybe takes some time off till February. Does he come back? Does he actually go to AEW and debut at Revolution? I don't know. I don't know what's in the bag for Johnny Gargano, but that ending was fucking dumb. Can we get somebody to go out on their own, like The Undertaker, like Bryan Danielson, when he had his sort of retirement? Edge, the same thing. I mean, can we just have a normal fucking segment where the guy says goodbye, and he says, and then they say, I am, this might not be, I might be out for good, but never say never, or what Sting says, nothing's for sure. That's what I think. That's for sure. But I digress. So I don't know where this is gonna go. I really don't know. I do think, and I kind of agree with JD, that idiot from New York, Mr. 206 himself, that douchebag, who's a Braves fan. Fuck the Braves this year.
You got nobody.
Braves are lucky for this lockout because the Mets were doing so red hot in the off season with Scherzer and Sterling Marte and company. Oy, oy, oy. And the Mets might get a manager by next week. They already interviewed Bruce Bochy. They're thinking maybe Curtis Granderson. I don't know about him. And Buck Showalter is the likely guy because Max Scherzer wants him to be the manager. So we'll see what happens with all that. So not the greatest ending to NXT. Sad that Johnny had to go out like that. But like I said, does he take the time off to witness the birth of his son in February and comes back like at the next show, probably in late February or March or maybe at WrestleMania weekend? Or does he take the time off and doesn't come back to NXT to get his revenge on Grayson Waller, and he goes to AEW and debuts either at Revolution or maybe at Double or Nothing? We don't know as the world turns, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see what happens with all that. Alright, so that's it for NXT. And that's pretty much it. So it wasn't a bad show tonight. I gave it 6 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section, or you can do a video reply if you wish. You can hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll be out of Facebook jail next week. So, actually, a week from today. So, I'll be out of jail in 6 days. So, just gotta wait. I'll be out of Zuckerberg's jailhouse and probably get put back in because how you can't say anything good on Facebook. Fuck you, Zuckerberg. Fuck you in the ass with a colonic. And that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, I'll be out of Facebook jail in 6 days, probably by next Monday or Tuesday, and then just proceed to just hang out on Facebook. Be back on Facebook, just doing whatever, maybe doing some status updates and stuff like that. And back on social media. Well, back on that social media account. But so for those of you who want to message, you can still message me on Facebook, but you can leave a comment. I just can't comment back for another 6 days. And that's it. But hit me up on Twitter and Instagram right now. And always friend me on Facebook as well. I'll get back to you somehow. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. So once again, 6 out of 10 stars for NXT 2.0 tonight. It was okay, and we'll see what happens next week on NXT 2.0. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, now I picked up the phone now. Alright, we're gonna see some comments in the chat that I didn't see during the broadcast. Just Nick, really. Nick has a question. He says, where will Gargano go? Now I gotta go back to that. Nick says, where will Gargano go? AEW, Japan? Who knows? So, that is the question, Nick. Where does he go? Like I said, does he go on paternity leave to be with Candice and the birth of the baby, and then come back maybe late February or whenever she does have that baby, maybe in early, mid, or late February, then takes most of March off, and then I think he comes back in April. But where? Does he sign a new contract with WWE? And maybe come back to NXT to finish his feud with Grayson Waller? Or does he sign and go back to the main roster and then Vince McMahon? You know what happens with Vince McMahon? He'll push him for a little bit, then hit him in the back of the head with a golden shovel, and then released? Or does he go to PWG and make a big return there? Or does he go to AEW and possibly debut, if not at Revolution, probably at Double or Nothing? And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So that's it. So we'll have to see over the next couple weeks and months what happens with Johnny Gargano, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for my video. Thank you for watching. Check out my video from earlier in the day where we talked about AEW's Atlantic City debut on February the 9th. Tickets go on sale next week. They start at $29 plus fees, of course. So yeah, so AEW's debut at the Boardwalk Hall where they did WrestleMania 4 and 5. So we got that. And that's it. So yeah, so February 9th, AEW Dynamite and Rampage in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Tickets go on sale next Friday. Then I talked about Nick Khan possibly being the new the heir to the throne after Vince leaves. And I forgot there was another topic I talked about. I forget, but check out the video, and that's all I gotta say about that in the description box. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta take a mean old shit, so I'm sorry I got a TMI, but you know, that's all I gotta say about it. So Nick, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. But for now, I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard. And you know what else? You know, if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. I'm gonna go take a shit. So I'll see you guys later. Until next time. Peace.